Women are out of shape in every function you go to. It's just an observation. I actually include myself in this. I'm not in the best shape either. You look around the room and men be in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and a lot of them be in shape. Then you look around the room at the women, and the women be in their like 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying? Younger women. And most, if not all, the women be out of shape.
Gonna be an out-of-shape black woman projecting your issues with being an out-of-shape black woman on everybody else. As some of us know, and from experience, that we don't have to be perfect to be loved and to have the life of our dreams. Black women need tough love, warrior coaches and personal trainers. Did not miss their cue. Of course, they're at the forefront of this conversation because they never miss an opportunity to belittle black women. Get them people your money if you want to, but they will never, ever see mine.
And men be in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and a lot of them be in shape. Then you look around the room at the women, and the women be in their like 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying? Younger women. And most, if not all, the women be out of shape.
Hey, hi, it's me, one of those out of shape 30-year-olds you're talking about, which apparently like also includes yourself. I'm really not sure why you made this video, girl. Putting aside the fact that I think all individuals should be able to have whatever body they feel most comfortable with and adjust it accordingly throughout their lifetimes, there's actually a pretty easy answer for this. We have now. I can't stress to you guys enough how often the answer to your silly questions on the internet is simply women have rights, or at least had them for the last couple of decades. Even up until like the 2010s when millennials started to enter the workforce, you still had a mostly female population who had grown up in an era where they did not have the same rights as men. They were heavily dependent on men. Therefore, looks were very important. You had to be attractive enough to find a man that could, give you some level of security for your lifetime. Pretty much every generation of women had to worry about their appearance more than their career because no matter what you were able to achieve, you probably were never going to achieve as much as a husband would. Simply getting married to the right partner was going to get you a house way quicker than becoming a CEO. But now even married women have to be in the workforce. Now women are actually more highly educated than men. Now women are the breadwinners in a lot of situations. So we've kind of just done an Uno reverse on the men and said, hey, you remember when you guys used to have beer bellies and still expect to marry a model? That's us now. Welcome to my world. When you don't have to depend on a man to make sure that you are financially secure for your life, you let go a little bit. You eat out a little bit more. And also the fact that none of us are really enjoying the men that are on the market these days. I'm going to brunch and dinner a lot more with my girls. And you know what? They buy appetizers and dessert. So yeah, if y'all want women to get back in shape, then tell the men to start being men. These men are spending so much time in the gym and not enough time in therapy. That's why they look good, but on the inside, they're hollow and shallow and everything we don't want to deal with. Sidebar, I can look all the way back to my baby's first Christmas picture and recognize that I have been thick since I came out of my mama. So like, what's really good with y'all wanting women to just exist in these small, petite forms, whether or not that's your natural circumstance? At the end of the day, I do what I need to do to stay healthy and not replace my entire closet because I went up 2 more clothing sizes. That's about it. And for those of you who want to come into my comments right now talking about, well, big people don't always be healthy, like, this is America, literally like the fattest country in the world, the country with like some of the worst healthcare amongst developed nations. Health is not really a thing here. So yeah, stop being weird. Like, Skinny Talk is such a place and I'm sorry that I ended up on it.
Y'all gotta wake up. Pay attention not only to who's saying what, but what conversation they're interrupting. So everybody was talking about these 2 gorgeous women off Love Island, and all of a sudden here comes a black woman talking about when I go in a room, I see so many black women who are overweight. I already knew she was a lie because she said, and the black men are in shape. You liar. Because 74%, that's the vast majority of black men, are either overweight or obese according to the CDC, and 41% are obese, with hundreds of thousands of them falling into the severe obesity category. Black women's numbers are high, but that's because black people's numbers are high. So to have this conversation and try to exclude black men, I know you're a liar. The minute you and the black men are in shape, shut up. In my humble opinion, this has nothing to do with health or food deserts or anything else. This conversation is coming out now to try and take shine off of these beautiful women, as well as the beautiful young women dominating on all of social media. Let's say you want to have a conversation about health, though. Okay, let's have one. Let's talk about how black women can't even walk outside because it's so dangerous in those neighborhoods. They can't walk the loop of their neighborhood without being harassed, even the little children, the girls. Since the people who started this specious conversation want to bring up desirability, let's talk about how when a black woman is very fit and in shape, like Serena Williams, black men will call her masculine. Let's discuss it. Let's talk about how when there are public community resources like community centers and whatnot that have after-school programs for kids, the boys and men will make it into such an unsafe space the girls can't even go there. Let's talk. And let's talk about how a lot of black women use food as a coping mechanism because 60% of them are before they turn 18. Let's talk. A lot of y'all need to shut up about outcomes you either caused or don't protect Black women from, okay? And Black women who are interested in getting out of these unhealthy patterns and whatnot, the first thing you need to do is decenter these men and decenter your toxic family and community, because they're the ones keeping you in these unhealthy patterns. You're going to find it a lot easier to do things for yourself and live a healthy life once all your energy is not being siphoned away by the people who just want to use you. Cut them all off. Let them fend for themselves, and you're going to experience a glow up like no other when it comes to your life, okay? You're going to have money for gym memberships, hot yoga, Pilates, all those things when you stop spending it on ungrateful people. When you stop providing for a bunch of leeches, when you stop going back and forth, you're not going to be stressed and depressed anymore. I promise you. Try it out. Doctor's orders. Like and follow for more.
Okay, also, this isn't my regular content, but I do want to insert myself in this conversation that I'm seeing on this app about Black women in their 30s and how we need to take our health and our wellness more serious and stop looking at certain exercises and sports as like a white thing to do, and really tap into like doing better for our bodies as we age. One girl posted a video saying that like, while she agrees with that sentiment, Black women often have to work 10 times harder and have multiple jobs just to make ends meet. So we don't always have time to be in the gym and to be eating healthy. And then somebody responded to her and was like, this is why I don't like coaching Black women as like a personal trainer, because they always come up with excuses on why they shouldn't take their health more serious. And the reason why I'm inserting myself in this conversation is because as a Black woman who will be 33 in less than a month, shout out to Leos, I had to have a very hard conversation with myself at the end of last year when I realized that I was pushing 240 pounds. And for context, I'm only 5'7". And while I do have a muscular build, that was a lot of weight on me for my body. Like I've always maintained probably about like 190 to maybe 205, but I had never been close to 240, especially almost tipping 250. Really, like once you get to 240, you're basically at 250. And I have the type of body where I don't have a high metabolism or a fast metabolism. So like if I don't work out, I gain weight. If I don't eat healthy, I gain weight. And I was not working out or eating healthy. I'm also a workaholic. So I work full time in corporate America. I have a 9-to-5 job and I have to go in the office 2 days a week. So I commute. I do social media every single day here on TikTok. And if you've ever seen my videos, you know that I recap drama and tea, which requires of me to like watch sometimes hours worth of like videos, YouTube, podcasts, whatever the case may be. I take notes. I film myself talking to those notes, edit, and then post those videos almost every single day. I also do a queer podcast called The Queer Agenda weekly, and I throw lesbian parties here in DC at least once or twice a month. So like a bitch is very busy. I'm always working. I'm always doing something. I'm always in my phone. But when I got to a point where every single time I was getting dressed to go anywhere, I was verbally showing disgust for my own body, I knew I needed to make a change because I was gaining too much weight. So at the beginning of the year, I did 75 medium, where I only worked out once a day, and I started to change my diet, and I ended up losing 10 pounds. And then I kind of took a little break where I was still in the gym 6 days a week. I went from being in the gym 7 days a week to 6 days a week. And then now I'm almost halfway through 75 hard, where I am working out twice a day, almost every single day, because sometimes my schedule just like doesn't allow me to. Like when I went to Beyonce concert, I didn't work out at all that day because I didn't want to mess up my hair. But like I work out every single morning, and every single night I eat on a caloric deficit. I meal prep every single Sunday. Meals last me throughout the week. I have taken out a lot of stuff from my diet. I have made a complete lifestyle change, and I have lost almost now 21 pounds, where I've lost 21 pounds. I'm about to hit, I hope my next hit is 25 pounds. And while I am very proud of myself for making this commitment, because yes, losing that much weight within 6 months at my age is a huge accomplishment, and I will not take that away from myself. And honestly, it's a big part of my personality. All I do is post about my fitness journey on Instagram because I have done the work. I have put in the work. But I'm not going to lie and say that it hasn't been hard, that it's not overwhelming, and it's not sometimes discouraging, because working out and being fit and eating healthy is extremely time consuming. I've had to force myself to become a morning person so that I can get a full workout in before I have to go into the office, the days I have to go in the office. Now that I know what I'm doing in the gym, I can be in the gym for 2 hours easily. And that's me like not lollygagging around. and not taking pictures or being on my phone. That's me just going from workout to workout and getting that shit done. My friends know not to even ask me to hang out on Sunday nights because they know that I meal prep, and that's my entire day. I have to go work out, then I go to the grocery store, then I cook all the food, then I meal prep all the food, and then I have to clean up my house, and then I have to work out again later in the night. Like, don't even ask me to hang out because I'm not available because I'm at the gym. Not only is this fitness journey time consuming, but it's expensive. The amount of money I spend on food weekly would make you throw up in this economy because I meal prep breakfast, lunch, and dinner to last me an entire week, and I eat all of that food, which isn't even a lot of food because all of my meals are under 650 calories, snacks, and then I do it all over again on Sunday for the next week. And then workout clothes, working out as much as I do 7 days a week, twice a day, the amount of workout clothes I go through, like I actually do pay for my Fabletics subscription because I need new workout clothes all the time because I go through my outfits. I guess I don't need new workout clothes, but like I go through clothes. I have full loads of laundry every single week of just workout clothes. And even working out costs me money. I chose this apartment building because I had access to 2 different gyms, but I pay for those amenities in my rent. I have a Black Card membership to Planet Fitness, so I could always work out at whatever Planet Fitness I'm around at the time if I'm not able to get to a gym or like I'm not in a hotel with a gym. I have a Black Card membership to One Life, which is not cheap. I also have a subscription to Peloton so that I can use their workouts. I also am subscribed to a whole bunch of YouTube channels, and I am trying my hardest not to pay for YouTube Premium because it's really annoying when I'm doing a workout on YouTube and a commercial pops up. But like all of that costs me money, and I pay it because I never want to have a reason in my head that I can't work out because I can't get into gym or there's not a gym near me that I have membership to, or I can't pull up a YouTube video or like whatever it is. So I share all of that to say that while yes, it is possible as a Black woman in your 30s who has multiple jobs to commit to changing your life around when it comes to your health and your wellness and being in the gym every single day. It's also neither easy nor is it cheap. So how about as Black women, we don't pass judgment on those who are not able to make that commitment, whether it be mentally, physically, or financially just yet in their life, and not pass judgment on those of us who say, I don't have the time for it, because maybe they actually don't, or maybe they can't afford it. True. It is a mindset thing. It's a commitment that you have to make. It's a discipline that you have to have. But like, I have started and restarted my fitness journey so many times over the past couple of years. And that entire time I was gaining weight. And it wasn't until this year that I was able to really lock in and make a mindset shift. But what helped me is having people around me who were encouraging me and not judging me the entire time.
Ciao, you guys let me know what you think about this conversation talking about how Black women in their 30s are overweight and all that. Let me know if you agree with that statement. And if you agree with the statement, let me know why. If you disagree with the statement, let me know why. So please go down in the comment section and share your thought. But please, as always, keep it respectful here on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Okay, we're just here to have conversation. So this conversation of weight and talking about how Black women are not in shape and all that, I personally, I don't see that. I totally disagree. I feel like Black women, especially Black women in their 30s, going to the 40s, like they're always looking so good. 30s, 40s, they always look good. I am 40. I'll be 41 next month. Yeah, Leo in the house. Yes, I'll be 41 next month. And I would say, yeah, there are some Black women around me that are like, okay, another. But if you look at, I'll say it's Black women in their 30s, I feel like they look really good because I feel like gym lifestyle is almost like a thing, a norm, and all that. People, let me speak for Nigerian women, okay, because I'm a Nigerian woman in Nigeria, so I can speak for that. You see a Nigerian women in around my age bracket, late 30s, 40s, they really don't have time to go to the gym because they are married, they have a husband, they have kids, they have so much they're doing already in the day, and you see a lot of them not. I have some of them as friends, I have some of them as sisters, okay, but yeah, they really don't have the time to go out there and start having gym membership or watch what they eat, how they eat, and all that when they have meal to cook for the children. So a whole lot of factors play into Black women adding weight. But one thing I've come to notice, and this is no shade, no, like, this is for conversation purpose. But one thing I've come to notice is that Black women in their 30s that don't have kids, or that don't want kids, that are very intentional about not wanting kids and very intentional with their life, are kind of like their body is bodying. That's just what I would say. Their body is bodying. And a lot of time, when we talk about Black women in their 30s not being fat or not being overweight, there's a whole lot of factors that play into it. So I feel like when it comes to that conversation, we should just like, while we even having the conversation, there's so many things that plays into, and it's not from, this is it. I don't I know my thought is all about the people, but you gotta bear with me. I don't like the fact that it's been targeted towards just Black women, because I feel like this weight thing, that these factors that affect women that add weight, is not just particular to just Black women alone. Yes, our struggle may be a little bit more difficult and all that, but it's not just applied to just Black women alone. There is a lot. See, everybody is broke at this moment, so everybody is trying to make ends meet. Everybody's working hard, and a lot of people don't have that time to go to the gym and work out. I personally have not been to the gym for months. I try as much as possible to take work, to be very active, to dance by myself at home, do a little bit of workout, but I personally have not been able to go to the gym because that's how busy life has become for me. And I'm trying to figure out myself out at this point, and to try to look for a good gym and all that. I know those are excuses I'm making, but that's just where life is and where I'm at mentally. I know I need the gym, but I'm not going to the gym. But that also just pushed me to the place where I now try to eat more healthy than I've ever eaten ever in my life before, because I know now I'm not actively. But also, work life is affecting a lot of people, a lot of women, not to be able to go to the gym. We have work to do. We have family members, and like Regina said, like when you get to that place where you unleash a lot of those leeches that are sucking you, because sometimes we don't even realize how much those things take away from you. So if you're a woman that you're child free, not me blowing our horns, okay? If you're a woman that's child free, you work, and you are very self-centered and very intentional in your life, it's more likely your body is bodying. But if you're a woman that has a family, you're a wife, you're a mother, it's most likely that you will lose. And apart from that, even carrying pregnancy, being pregnant, that baby weight, that pregnancy weight is hard to lose. I'm talking from experience. That pregnancy weight to lose it. So when people want to come for women, and especially Black women, I don't like it. It's not a Black woman issue. It's an entire world. Women are struggling with their weight, and that's because we're working way more than we should. Not way more than we should. Like, we're working so hard so that we don't need a man. We're working so hard so that we can provide for ourselves and have lived a good life. And can we just take a chill pill on the overweight? Like, oh, this person. If someone had a little bit more skin than usual and the person is in good health, that should be more important than being overweight, being, oh, you're fat, you're overweight, and all that. If someone, everybody's body, it breaks down fat and metabolize food and the things we do differently. Just as far as the women you see, the women you know in your life, if their health is okay, then for me, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't like when people match the scale and all that. I personally, I can't remember the last time I matched a scale. It was months. I don't like it. I don't like when people are matching scale, weighing scale. Like, come on. If you're healthy, you're not suffering from health issues, go live your life, girl, because sometimes life will be life. You guys have seen me here. Sometimes I sit down and I eat a full bowl of cake. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to eat the things I want to do, because that is how I want to live my life. I'm in that place where I'm living my life very intentionally, where I realize that I have free will and I don't care about what anybody think or consider. If I'm doing anything, like I always say, I want to do lipo, is because I'm doing it for myself, but not because anybody feel like, oh, just know your stomach is big. I don't care. So if I feel like eating a full bowl of cake, I'm going to eat it. And nobody should be shamed for being in their health self, like in their healthy self, whether you are 80 kg, whether you're 50 kg, just for you're happy, you are living life on your own terms, nobody's stressing you out, your health is okay, girl, go, like, just go live your best life. I personally, I would tell you that being child free, I have more disposable, no, I'm gonna say that I have more no, I won't say extra, what am I even saying? It's not extra, I work up, it's not extra because the money flies so bad, but I feel like I can pay for a gym membership and all that, but it might not be like that for other women because they have school fees to pay, they have to save up, they have to have X money in case their man act up and all that. So please, can we as women give each other grace and stop calling each other out on weight and all that? Just while you're in good health, call us, just let it be, okay? Enjoy yourself. This life is one, so enjoy yourself and be intentional with it, okay? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but as always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that will be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.